Hi guys, welcome back to the Style Lounge. This week I'm bringing you a 7-minute style session. This is a short and sweet video to give you some quick and easy ideas to freshen up your wardrobe this winter. It's grey, it's dreary, it's cold, the sales are on, there's not a lot in the shops, so now is the time for us to shop our wardrobe, create as many looks as we possibly can out of the clothes that we already have so that we don't get bored. So, what I thought I would do this week is show you lots of different ways to style a roll neck. Okay, so the first thing I want you to think about is your outerwear. Do you reach for the same coat or jacket day in, day out? Personally, I tend to reach for my mum coat, my school run coat, which is just a hooded parka. It's really boring, but it keeps me warm. However, when I'm working, I try to mix things up a little bit because whilst my parka is very practical, it doesn't make me feel particularly chic. So here are a few options for you to try with a roll neck. Option 1. Now, this certainly isn't going to be warm enough to wear on its own at this time of year. However, if I'm doing something where maybe I'm just going to a client for a wardrobe consultation or into the studio, in and out, then a Coatigan is a really great option. I quite like a bit of tonal dressing. If you're petite, then wearing one colour works really, really well. It just helps to elongate your frame. I love this is a little old season Samsoe. I am shopping my wardrobe, so there are no new bits again this week, guys. But wearing the same colour underneath and on top gives a lovely tonal effect. But if you have a Coatigan that's a different colour, that's also really nice. I tend to pick out the yellows and the reds in this too, so that I have a few different options. But that's one thing that you could pop with your roll neck. Your next option would be a gilet. Now I have to admit, I keep forgetting that I have this, so I've now hung it up next to the door with all my other coats. Again, this isn't something that I would be wearing if I was outside for any amount of time. However, it's great if you're just popping to a pub lunch or in and out of places and don't need to have lots and lots of warmth. It's quite good because it keeps you warm if you're in the car or working in an office, and then you can sort of dash out to the shops or here and there and you don't need to have an extra layer. The other thing I do with my gilet, which I really love, is to put my leather jacket on underneath it. So I'd have this, I'd have my leather jacket, and then I'd put the gilet on over the top. So that keeps you even warmer if you need it. The next option would be a check coat. Now, these have been somewhat of a trend for autumn winter. I'm certainly going to be wearing mine through until the spring with lots of different colours underneath it. I really like this. This is the kind of thing that I would generally wear if I'm doing a personal shop. It does keep me warm in the winter because I always have a thermal on underneath. So it's a really versatile piece of check coat. If you haven't got one already, it might be an idea to try and pick one up in the sales that are on at the moment. But it just smartens everything up. And again, I do love a smart jacket with a roll neck. I just think it works really well. It looks really chic. It's classic, but yet nice and fresh and modern as well. The next thing I want you to think about once you've played around with your outerwear is what you're wearing on your bottom half. It might sound obvious, but trust me, how many of my clients just reach for their skinny jeans day in, day out? Well, I would be a millionaire for every pound I had for each client that does that, put it that way. Nothing wrong with skinny jeans, I absolutely love them. If you're doing skinny jeans or any kind of jean on the bottom half with any kind of top, I do love to maybe play around and tuck things in. Belts are great to add some interest, so with something like this green, I would probably go for a leopard print on a metallic belt. But similarly, if you've got a different colour roll neck or different colour top in general, having a pop of colour in your belt works really well. So if you're doing your jeans, that's great, but maybe think about belts too. Other options would be coated skinnies, which is what I've got on today. Again, really versatile and really comfortable. I also love a leather skirt. It might be a mini, it might be a pencil skirt. Again, this is something that I might wear if I'm doing a consultation. It just smartens things up. I might do matte black tights, or I might do patterned tights as well. There's lots of options out there for that. And maybe a pair of biker boots on the bottom. The skinny jeans, the coated jeans, the skirt will all work with the different outerwear options that I took you through earlier. So nice option to have, just smartens things up a little bit. So the next thing I want you to think about for your roll necks is layering. Now, this will only work if you've got quite a fine knit roll neck like I'm wearing today. But if you have, then try layering it under things as opposed to just wearing it as a top half on its own. So if you have some heavier weight chunky knits, then layering a thin lightweight roll neck underneath works beautifully. It keeps you extra warm as well if you feel the cold like I do. But also have a look at the dresses that you have in your wardrobe. There might be a few from the spring that you've not been getting so much wear out of. A lot of them will work really well with a thin roll neck underneath, so do check those out. And then there are gorgeous dresses like this. This is my Pinafore dress from Oasis. Again, I bought this towards the end of last year. It's just great for layering different things underneath, and I particularly like it with a roll neck. I would wear this probably with my long line Coatigan over the top, or some kind of long line warmer jacket if I needed it. And then with your other layering options with the dresses and things, you could maybe put a leather jacket with that, or a long line jacket, and then biker boots or trainers. So there's lots of where you can get out of your dresses maybe by putting a roll neck underneath too. And last but not least, I want you to think about your accessories. So rather than reaching for the same pair of stud earrings and wearing the same necklace day in, day out, as lots of us tend to do, because let's face it, that's easier, do think about what you can add to any outfit, including your roll neck, to just jazz it up a little bit. So for example, I really love some longer line necklaces with mine, which work really beautifully. I also love maybe tassel earrings. You could even layer a few necklaces. And I've mentioned tights and belts already, but they are also accessories and can completely change how an outfit or just a simple top feels with something very, very quick and easy that you can change in and out in an instant. So I hope that has given you a few ideas for how you can style up a roll neck this season. Obviously, most of the tips that I've given you would work with lots of different types of light and fine weight knits. So shop your wardrobe, have a play around, and let me know how you get on in the comments box. Do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to my channel for a weekly notification when I post my latest style videos, which is usually on a Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!